Los Angeles. It's Flash Friday.
Ask your doctor if the Tom Leykis Show is right for you. Use only as directed.
And now, here he is, Tom Leykis.
Thank you for tuning into the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No. I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. The Tom Leykis Show brought to you in part by YJ Stinger Extreme Energy Drink. Made by the manufacturers of Stacker 2, the world's strongest fat burner. YJ Stinger. Thank you for tuning in on this Flash Friday. Flash Friday, everybody. Headlights on in this brand spanking new edition of the Tom Leykis Show. I know I'd like to be spanking something. Tell you what. Headlights on, everybody. If you're a listener to the Tom Leykis Show, show your loyalty, show your solidarity, show your support by turning your headlights on. And ladies, if you see a guy with the headlights on, you know what to do. Thrust your cans out the window. That's right. Show them your knockers. We flash you, you flash us. If you see a nice pair of knockers, call us here at 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. If you've got a pair of knockers and, you're looking to park somewhere and show them off, or you don't see any headlights where you are, you can also call us here at 1-800-5800-TOM. Tell us what your whereabouts are. Guarantee you they'll start turning the headlights on once they hear your whereabouts. That's why you should turn them on now, because you really never know where the knockers are. You really never do. Before I do anything this hour, I want to talk about something I haven't discussed at all this week. You're going to know this is a brand spanking new show when I bring this up. But I want to thank hundreds, if not thousands, of Tom Leykis Show listeners who have been writing in, concerned about me, and all of the hundreds or maybe thousands of people who have been trying to call in on the air and talk to me about an unfortunate incident that happened earlier this week that you may have read about, in which I was assaulted late at night in Seattle. Many people from Seattle especially were concerned that it would affect my opinion of Seattle and the people in Seattle. And I want to let you know that this was the act of one individual who I understand has been arrested and is now in jail. I do not have any animosity towards Seattle. In fact, let me go a step further. The people who took care of me after this incident, everybody I dealt with, the police, the paramedics, and the doctors at Swedish Hospital who took care of me on Monday morning, they all just took incredible care of me. And I want to thank them. It really speaks so well of Seattle and the special relationship that I've had with that city for a very, very long time. 10 years, in fact, in September. 10 years on one radio station in Seattle. The folks at 100.7 The Buzz were very helpful. We had to rearrange our schedules this week and change things around. And I want to thank Dave Richards and all the boys at The Buzz. I want to thank the folks at the Grand Hyatt Seattle. After this incident, had to return to my hotel and wait for the paramedics to arrive, and the folks there got the paramedics to me in just no time flat, and they really played a role in my care this week. And the folks at Alaska Airlines, who were nothing but great. They were nothing but great in helping us. I had to keep changing my reservation and moving my flight around because, honestly, I just needed to recoup a little bit. So I stayed longer than I intended and got some sleep at the hotel. The hotel extended my stay and took care of me. The folks at Alaska Airlines just kept changing my flight until I finally got one where I felt good enough to come back to L.A. and continue work. I want to tell you also that I have continued working this week. Nobody, no one individual, is going to prevent me from coming in here and doing my job. And nobody is going to intimidate me into not doing my job the way I've always done it. In fact, I take particular pride. If you listened earlier this week and did not notice any difference in the program, that is something I pride myself on. I showed up to work this week, and we continued batting out the shows. And as far as I'm concerned, a lot of people didn't know anything about this till yesterday, maybe today. And that was the way it was supposed to be. So my thanks to all of the people who have taken care of me this week in Seattle. And I am deeply in debt to so many folks. Thank you for writing and calling and asking. And I did not want to say anything about this until the culprit was put behind bars. And he is pending formal indictment, just so you know. In any case, thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. We have wide open telephones. We have banned previously all commentary about my experience in Seattle Sunday night. And I still don't want to get into any more detail than what you've read or heard about it. But well-wishers, you certainly are welcome to be a well-wisher and call in. That's fine. I apologize earlier in the week that we screened those calls out because I did not want to interfere in the police work that was going on. I did not want to interfere with the detectives at the Seattle Police Department who have been working this case. And I did not want to do anything that might jeopardize this case in any way. And so we did not talk about it earlier in the week, and I am not going to get into any more detail than what you know or have heard. But if you want to make reference to it, that'll be cool. Dean will let you in. All right? But we don't have to talk about that. In fact, it's really not my preference to talk about me or myself. And I want to go a step further. This is not a photo op, okay? This is not a publicity stunt, and that is why I have said no to countless media outlets who have been trying to interview me or get comment from me. And before I give out the phone number and go to the break and then come back with your calls, I want to make mention of one phone call I got. And a big F you to these folks because this will give you an idea of what kind of jackals and vultures are out there, okay? Yesterday morning at 7:30, and keep in mind this week I've been sleeping a lot because I'm recovering from having 17 stitches above my right eye. I have a black eye. And, I am a little fatigued after this experience, okay? Yesterday morning at 7:30, a call came in to me from the folks at the TV show Inside Edition. 7:30 a.m. And I want to quote the woman from Inside Edition who called me. Here's what she said. By the way, she said, they want me to come on, of course, and talk about my incident. And, of course, they wanted to get that gruesome video of my face. So at the end of the call, she said, by the way, we're on deadline. F you. F you. I'll never go on Inside Edition again. Never. Ever. Don't ever call me again. Don't call my producer at home again. Don't do it. You're on deadline. Can you imagine the gall of that? We're on deadline. I don't give a rat's ass if you're on deadline. I could have been on life support for all these people who go, we're on deadline. Screw you. Outrageous. Anyway, it's wide open telephones on the Tom Leykis Show. Anything goes, anything at all. We can talk about anything that's on your mind. Anything we discussed on the air this week, anything you think we should have talked about, you can call up, yell, scream, complain, jump up and down. It's all fair game as long as you're absolutely fascinating. If you're not fascinating, Dean J. D'Amelio, our bouncer, who I could have used Sunday night with his Louisville Slugger. Dean was not with me on this trip. Dean has experience in these situations, and he would have swung for the fences if only he'd been there. Don't worry, next time he will be there. I'll tell you right now. But Dean J. D'Amelio is our bouncer, and our bouncer will make sure you don't make it to the air unless you are absolutely riveting. So if you think you can hold an entire nation spellbound, put up or shut up.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
Thank you for Flash Friday. This has got to be the greatest holiday in the world.
It's Flash Friday. Yeah, but on the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show, 1-800-5800-TOM. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. Here we are together again on the radio. Thank you for tuning in. It's Christine on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, how are you?
I'm okay, Christine.
Good. Hey, my question is, after reading about what happened on Monday night, will you be traveling to Seattle less because of that?
Oh, no.
Okay, because
No.
we love you, and I can't imagine that some, jerk would make you want to come here less because he's a pussy.
This was the act of one individual.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a sucker punch. It was, believe me, the way this happened, the way it came down.
Well, I hope that your eye gets better, and I can't wait till you come back to Seattle because we love you so much.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem. Have a great day.
You too. 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Jason on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Jason.
How you doing, bud?
I'm doing okay.
Hey, you got a buddy down here in L.A., John Brandemeyer. He's a DJ on another radio station in the morning.
You know him?
I do not know him personally. That's how I found out what happened. He was discussing it on his show.
Ah, I see.
Said he had your back, and if you ever needed him to go kick somebody's ass, he's the man to call.
Well, but I know Johnny. He used to precede me on the radio here in L.A., and he's a great guy.
Hey, he's a cool show, man. All right. I just want to let you know that somebody had your support, buddy.
Well, thank you.
Listeners.
Thank you for that.
Take me out Great White style and happy Flash Friday.
Great White style. Here you go. Yes, it's 1-800-5800-TOM. That is tasteless. This is Tasha on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
It was bound to happen. You talk too much crap about people.
I just tell the truth, and some people can't handle the truth. I won't stop telling the truth, dear.
No, nobody's saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying be prepared for things that happen.
Dear, believe me, I'm more than prepared, and as you see, I continue working, I continue doing my thing.
If you were prepared, I don't understand how, if it was one-on-one, I mean, how come you didn't get any hits in, anything?
Because I was sucker punched, do you understand?
And from there, what, you just laid there?
Dear, let me put it this way. The person who attacked me did a kickboxing move from the side where I couldn't see it. I was sucker punched. You understand that?
Right, okay, so after
With
that...
the heel of somebody's boot in my head that I could not see coming. Do you understand? I'm glad you like it. Which tells me more about your character than it does about mine, doesn't it?
Oh, what does that mean?
Oh, well, the fact that you think it's fun, the fact that you enjoy it tells us a lot about you. You're an evil bitch. But I will still continue to call evil bitches like you evil bitches, and none of this will change anything.
That's fine. Enjoy your stitches.
Don't worry, I will, darling. Every one of them. There you go. See, and there's a certain element like that out there. It's amazing. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Sean on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom.
Sean.
Tasha can kiss my ass.
Yeah, well, you know what? For $20, she'll probably do it.
She probably would. Well, listen, Tom, there's something that's really bugging me.
What?
As Dino put it, wiggers. I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, everything I do, all these people that I hang with or that I see that are white.
Well, you're calling from the home of the wigger, Detroit.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Eminem started it, didn't he?
Right, of course, right in your backyard.
But I can't stand it. It's driving me nuts.
I think there's a lot of people who feel that way.
Oh, my gosh, what are they thinking? I mean, you know what? These people that speak the way they do it because that's the way they speak.
Yeah.
That's the way they do things.
Yeah.
And then you got these other people that are copying them, thinking they're really, cool. And this
I know all about it, Sean. Thanks a lot for the call.
The Tom Leykis Show. This is the Tom Leykis Show.
Yeah, Yes, 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. Here we are together again on the radio. Wide Open Telephone Flash Friday. It's Mike on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
All right, Mike.
Hey, I was watching McEnroe last night, and Howard Dean was on.
Yeah. And
he was, discussing the problems of, what Bush was up to and so forth. And then he was talking about prominent radio DJs and was going on about a couple. And then he says, and then he brings up your name of influence of people, for the vote. And I was thinking, he never said Howard Stern, but he put you in there, and I was thinking, excellent. He didn't even say Howard. And, I mean, that's how much influence you have and how much you're growing, and I just thought that was amazing. My wife and I, we were watching, we just said, whoa, cool,
wow.
Leykis.
I didn't even see that.
Oh. Yeah, because McEnroe, that show's pretty cool.
I haven't seen it yet. I know they've been having a little problem there getting people to tune in, but that's I have no idea that the show's good or bad. You like it?
Yeah, it's pretty hip, because it's kind of light, but then he brings up all this political, topics, which I think are excellent.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just thought that was really cool, and, I think you're really cool. My wife and I dig your show. I think you're right on. All the young people, man, they should really listen to you. And, I mean, if Howard Dean's talking about you, that's pretty good.
I like it.
Okay, buddy.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Appreciate the call. Here comes Michael on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, son. How are you?
Pretty good, Father. I just wanted to let you know, coming from someone who's been sucker punched and had everything thrown at him after that.
Yeah.
It's jealousy, Father. And I'm sure you know this in your wisdom. It's jealousy. And it's the fact that they know they cannot even aspire to reach where you are. Period.
Well, that's the only reason somebody would do something like that. There's no doubt about it. This was somebody, by the way, who had mastered some sort of kickboxing move.
Yeah.
And it was premeditated.
Yep.
And the fact was that I could not even see this person until he just walked into my field of vision and administered his heel to my head before I had a chance to do anything about it or even react.
I've been there, too, Father. Been there, too. Just want to say that I wish I was there because the boy would not be walking around anymore. But, anyway, just, can you take me out with a bong rip and a thank you, Jesus, Father?
Here you go, Michael.
Thank you, Jesus.
Flash Friday, wide open telephones, the Tom Leykis Show with Perry. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Perry.
Hey, Tom, I just wanted to commend you. I know a lot of people, such as yourself, that are in the public eye would use that event, to draw attention, and I just really commend you. Like, for me, I listen to your show every day, and I never heard anything about it until you just mentioned it today, so I really do commend you for that.
Well, I had no interest in going on TV and showing you my black eye and appearing as a victim because, you know what, I'm a big boy. I will take care of myself. I will take care of this in my own way. And my biggest concern was that I did not want to interfere with the Seattle Police Department and the fine detectives there who were working this case. I didn't want to do anything that was going to get in their way. And
well, that's great. You know what? Take that guy out with the electric chair.
Okay, here you go. 1-800-5800-TOM. Here comes Thor on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hey, Tom, you sound like such a pussy.
Oh, tell us why. I'm listening. I'd like to hear.
17 stitches, and you're saying, I'm fatigued, I needed time to rest. Where was Dino with his bat? I'm going to handle this in my own way. Give me a break. Your own way is calling the detectives. What did you do after you got hit? You laid there and did nothing to... The lady earlier asked you about that. You wouldn't answer the...
Pal, I was blindsided. I was on the ground hemorrhaging.
Okay.
Now, you tell me what you would do in a situation like that, big boy. Ever have it happen to you?
Yes, it has.
Wait, Liam, what'd you do?
Everybody gets
What'd you do?
Okay, if I
What'd you do?
Get up and
What'd you do?
Myself. I wouldn't call...
Oh, you get out. These two cowards ran off laughing like jackals. They were gone down the alley.
Now it's two of them?
There were two of them, pal. One person administered the kick. The other person distracted me.
Okay, well, listen, if you run around with a big mouth, things like that happen.
Pal, I'm not complaining. You don't hear me complaining. I'm not complaining. Pal, this happened 4 days ago, and I never said a word about it.
But you're saying it now.
I'm only saying it because hundreds of people are writing to ask if I'm okay. That's the only reason, and you'll never hear about it after today. That's it. I'm done.
People are writing to complain about it, but nobody else knows about that except you.
Well, pal, I don't really give a rat's ass if you like it or you don't. You know what? If you don't like it, you'll tune out, and I hope you do. Yeah, laugh it up, you moron. Tom Leykis Show, 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Thank you for tuning in. It's Carrie on Wide Open Telephones. Flash Friday, the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Carrie.
How's it going?
It's going great.
That's good. I didn't want to talk about you and your eye anymore. You know, I really felt sorry when I saw it on the news, but let's talk about something else.
I'm in, please.
All right, Tom.
I've avoided it all week.
I know. You did a really good job, too. I didn't know about it until I saw it on the news the other night.
There we go.
All right, I had a situation. I went to my 10-year reunion a couple months ago. I see this guy that I had been with in high school. You know, we had never had sex in high school or anything, but I saw him, and I was like, holy crap, he's just, like, really doing it for me. So we kind of hooked up that weekend, then I never heard from him again. Well, so we're at this bar last weekend, and it's my birthday, and he walks. And I'm like, oh, God, there he is again, right? So, you know, we end up going back to his house, and we have sex. And before we have sex, you know, I have to get this whole, let's get something straight. I don't want a girlfriend talk. Okay, that's great, because I don't really, you know, want a boyfriend. I just want to have sex with you on a regular basis. I said, so it's just going to be a one-night stand? He says, no, you know, maybe we can do this again. Okay, so we do it, and it's great. Great. Do you think I can get him to answer my phone calls? I'm, you know, I've listened to what you said, but I just don't get it. I've left messages like, hey, maybe next time I'll let you smack my ass while you pull my hair. I don't get it, Tom.
Well, there must be something about you he doesn't like.
Well, from what I heard, when he sat down at the table, he was like, holy crap.
Well, we're not talking about what he said. We're talking about how he felt. Those are two different things.
So am I supposed to just forget it, you know, leave it, dump it?
What, are you desperate?
No. But
well, then don't act desperate.
All right. All right, Tom.
I mean, that's the thing. What are you going to chase after somebody?
No, definitely not.
Definitely. Don't do it.
All right, Tom.
All right?
I just got to let it go, huh?
Let it go, baby.
Let it go. All right, Tom. Thanks for the advice.
Thank you.
For the squeaky bed?
Squeaky bed. Here you go, Carrie. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. James on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Satan.
Hello, James.
What's up, brother?
Just the ratings, pal.
Hey, I got a question for you. All right, well, basically, you know, you're saying that you basically say all the time on your radio show how you don't give a damn about other people. You know, it's only you in this world, and that's it, you know? That's all there is.
Well, that's not quite what I've said, but go ahead.
Okay, well, my question is, after this incident, do you still feel it's worth it? You say you could stop right now, retire, take all the money you got, and leave and be satisfied for the rest of your life.
I could.
Do you still think it's worth it, I mean, to go on there and talk to people and give people advice that you really don't care about? People call you and say, how you doing, Tom? And you're saying, do you care? You know, like, you really don't care about other people.
But I don't think they care in most cases. People I'm talking about the people who call in. Certainly the people I dealt with Sunday night cared a lot. And
I just wanted to know, I mean, do you still think it's worth it to come out here? And you never know. I mean, this is just something small. I mean, another incident could happen some other time where, I mean, we're talking, this is just a little bruise or a little black eye or whatever, stitches, you know. We're talking something could happen like, you know, you could be in the hospital bed and you could be on life support. I mean, somebody could really, you offend a lot of people, whether or not you're...
Well, you know, we have a free country. And the fact is that you are free to express opinions and people are free not to listen. That's the fact. I've been doing this talk radio thing for 25 years. 25 years. Nothing like this has ever happened. And most people, even if they disagree, respect my right to have an opinion.
Right.
Anybody who doesn't like my opinion, I've got advice for you. Turn it off right now. Right
the channel,
now. Yeah, turn it off.
KFWB or something.
Don't torture you. No, nobody listens to KFWB. Have you seen the ratings? Come on. No, I listen to it, but nobody else does. But, no, but seriously, turn on anything. Read a book. Make a friend. Stop torturing yourself.
You don't like it, switch it.
If you don't like it, turn it off.
All right, man. Good job.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. William on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Great.
I understand you were in Seattle the other day.
Well, gee, aren't you clever putting it that way?
I am clever, yeah. You know, I've been trying to get through to you.
I think that's a measure of how clever the rest of the call is going to be. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say that, in my opinion, you're probably one of the biggest pigs, one of the biggest chauvinistic males that ever was.
Really? Did your wife make you make this call?
No, I'm not her.
Yeah, your what?
I think that you're very fortunate that that's all that happened.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about it, but it has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
And I normally don't waste my time listening to your show, but I just had to call you because I read this in the paper.
Great. Well, you know what? We're getting more listeners as a result, so morons like you know what? When they count the bodies over there at Arbitron, they don't really care if you like me or you hate me. They just care that you tuned in.
Myself, I've got digital cable. I listen to all the commercial-free, uninterrupted music I want.
Well, that's fine. Pal, you know what? Everybody knows it's there, and if you think you're being clever by saying that on the air, you know, we run ads for XM and Sirius. It's no secret. You're a moron.
This call was for your benefit.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Have a nice one, man.
All right, you too. He just wanted to rile me up so I could show off my stuff. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Kenny on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What's up, Tom?
Just the ratings, Kenny.
Hey, man, it's my first time calling, but I've been listening for a while off and on over the years.
Yeah.
And the guy that called before, well, the last two to call, they basically were punks anyway. And the one that talked, anytime somebody blindsides somebody, they're basically a punk anyway. You know, you can't face a man straight up, one-on-one, let him know what the deal is. Let's get down like men. He's a punk. Next time you're in Seattle, man, I wish I could look you up. I wish I was there. I bet you I would have, probably broke both of their necks. You know what I mean? Because you got a right to say whatever you want to say. I like what you got to say. I take the meat and leave the bones for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when you get a chance, man, I think you should run for president because I definitely vote for you. I ain't never voted. But if you run for president, I'll vote for you because I think you're one of the most intelligent men living.
Kenny, I really appreciate that support. Thank you so much.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
It is finally great to pay homage to the king.
Thank you.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Thank you for tuning in. Shara on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Shara.
I actually have a question. It's I had 2 dates with this guy. I thought he was really hot and everything, but I didn't do anything with him.
Right.
And so after that, he tells me, oh, I don't want a relationship, and I hope we can still be friends, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. So I told him I didn't want a relationship either, and being friends would be fine. Now he's calling me, like, off the hook, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Because he was like, no, I don't want to be with you, and now he's just like, we should do this, and we should do that. We should go on a picnic, and we should, I don't know, like, oh, I want to take you out for Mexican food, and I just don't understand why he would say something like, oh, I don't want to be with you, and now he's like, oh, I want to be with you.
Because I think most people want what they can't have.
Is that what it is?
Of course.
That's what I thought, too. But I wasn't really sure, and I was just like, okay, does he not think I'm cute or whatever?
I have an ex who told me, and by the way, this was an ex who used to love to brag to me, about how she would snake dinners and drinks at a guy she had no intention of sleeping with. And she would even tell them, you know what, I'm not going to sleep with you. And they go, oh, don't worry about it, let's have dinner. You're thinking that they would negotiate later. Then they wouldn't get anything. And this particular ex of mine bragged about how many wealthy, successful guys took her out to dinner, and then she's, well, good night, at the end. But she told me that one of the most effective methods a guy ever used on her, he picked her up for a date, and as they were driving to the restaurant, he looked over and he said, you know, we're not going to sleep together. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. I actually told him that, too.
The first thing she said to her mind was, well, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Now she was on the verge of having sex with him just because he said he wasn't interested.
Maybe that's what happened. You're so right. I was thinking that too, but then I just needed confirmation from the master.
Oh, there you go.
Blow me up, Tom. Thanks.
Here you go, Shara. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Mike on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How's it going, Tom?
Pretty good, Mike.
Long time, first time.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that guy that called in before was nothing but a pussy. He probably went running home to his mama and that when he got assaulted. I'll tell you, I got jumped by 4 guys one time, and they split my eye wide open, and it took me a couple weeks to recover from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I couldn't even see it. Blew blood vessels in my eye and everything, and it took a while.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not, just so I can make this clear, I'm not begging for anybody's sympathy. I'm not begging for anybody to feel sorry for me. I'm not asking for anybody's help. In fact, for 4 days, I said nothing about it at all. But because the story appeared in 160 newspapers and a number of TV stations, and I'm getting hundreds and if not thousands of letters and calls from people asking if I'm okay.
Yeah, because we didn't hear about it at all for 4 days, like you said.
Because, you know what? I manned up, I bucked up, I came here and did the show all week without saying a word about it, and you couldn't tell anything had happened, and that was the idea.
Yeah,
I'm trying to show that I have a shred of manhood in me, and I don't need anybody's help here.
I know, it's like you said, they cold-cocked me, too. I seen stars for a few minutes. There was nothing I could do.
Exactly.
I was trying to go after them and that, but when you got 4 guys coming at you, there's absolutely nothing you could do about it.
Absolutely not. Mike, thank you for the call. Our email address is my name. It's tom@blowmeuptom.com. It's tom@blowmeuptom.com. Our comment line, 310-842-9592.
The Tom Leykis Show.